Hi guys, you are welcome to the first question and answer show with Dr. Deee. Of course, I remain Mr. Daniel Ruben and we'll be taking some questions from our audience and also giving answers to the questions. And with me here I have
Grant Ogaku Joseph.
My name is Bankole Ifoluwa.
And my name is Akin Fesola Preview.
And I'm Azel Nichi Gift.
Winifred Audu.
Alright, it's nice having you guys in the show.
Thank you for having us in the show.
Alright, without taking much of the time, let's delve into the main action of today. What are the questions you have for me? Let's get there.
Okay, Dr. Deee. I have a lot of questions here, but I'm going to just take one. In your previous videos, you were against using soap to wash our vagina. Now please, can you expatiate more on that and explain the effect of using soap to wash our vagina? And at the same time, tell us what we can use apart from soap to keep us neat, because we have to keep ourselves clean.
Alright, I'll be answering this question from the medical aspect of it, okay? Now, soap contains some chemicals. And there's what we call pH in the vagina. pH, that is the level of acidity or alkalinity of a substance. Are you together? Now in the vagina, the pH of the vagina is normal. Now when you now add soap into your vagina or use any other chemical into your vagina, it tends to change the pH level of your vagina. And there are some important and natural bacteria in your vagina. God created them to be there, just to secure the environment of the vagina. It's just like you keeping soldiers and you are not starving the soldiers, keep making them hungry. They'll become more angry with you. Are we together?
Okay, sir. So are you trying to tell us that the vagina has the possibility to wash itself, so you don't need soap? It's just to use water.
Yes,
it's going to be clean.
Sure, of course. The vagina is self-cleansing and it doesn't need any special agent to be cleaned with. Yeah.
So, Dr. Deee, you say that we shouldn't use any other substance except soap, except water. So, are you saying that lubricants is not advisable for us to use? And what is the effect of it?
Okay, lubricants, not all lubricants are advisable. You get, there are some lubricants that contain chemicals, while there are some natural lubricants as well. Lubricants like aloe vera, you get, olive oil is very, very recommendable. You can use those kind of lubricants because they don't contain any kind of chemical. But lubricants that contain high chemical and scents are not advisable, because that alone can cause effect to your vagina and change the pH. That's what I'm just talking about. You get, the pH is the major problem here. Anything that can change the pH level of your vagina is what is not advisable. Things like scented lubricants that have preservatives and other lubricants like that. But there are some natural lubricants like aloe vera lubricants, olive oil lubricants, and others. Very, very recommendable.
So that means high concentrated lubricants are not acceptable.
No, not at all.
Right.
Not at all. And that's what we keep saying. And that's why you notice some people having some kind of signs and symptoms. There are some signs you'll be noticing in the vagina, and you'll be seeing them like not usual. Smelly vagina, itching of the vagina, rashes on the vagina, discharge from the vagina, because the pH level have been changed and other bacteria have entered into the vagina. So those bacteria will start causing reactions in the vagina. That's why you start itching yourself. When there are reactions, fluid will be produced, and that's why we have discharge from the vagina. And that discharge will smell, because it's not a normal discharge from the vagina you get. So it will smell, and you have itchy vagina. And as well, there will be rashes there, because the more you itch, the more rashes will appear. You get the point. So that is just it.
Okay, so are you actually saying that it's only when we use soap and lubricants that is when we're having those signs and symptoms in our vagina?
No, not at all. Not at all. Using soap in the vagina alone is not what will cause smelly vagina, itchy vagina, or rashes on the vagina, and even discharge from the vagina. There are other causes, like bacterial infections can causes, such as gonorrhea. And other infections of the vagina could also cause all these signs I've mentioned. Now, Conditions that might predispose you to having this kind of sign and symptoms I just mentioned include you using dirty water to wash the vagina, because while washing the vagina with only water, you need to understand that water must be clean. You understand what I'm saying? Because that water alone might contain chemicals. There are some water that contain chemicals, water that are not treated, right? And those water might even contain bacteria as well. So if you use that water in your vagina, it will also cause the same sign that using soap caused. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Now, having unprotected sex with an infected partner that has a sexually transmitted disease can also cause this sign of symptoms. And that's why I mentioned gonorrhea and other infections earlier. You get the point? So that is just it.
Alright, Dr. Deee, you make mention of the vagina can fight infections on its own. How come we the ladies do get yeast infection?
Okay, of course, the vagina is self-cleaning. But mind you, yeast infection is not a bacterial infection. It's a fungal infection. You get? Now, there are other factors that can make your body liable to being infected with this yeast infection. I remember that I said the pH of the vagina can be changed, right? Now, using soap and water in the vagina can automatically change the pH, making the vagina exposed to bacterial infection or yeast infection, as the case may be. Using other substances like cream, you know, this petroleum jelly and other creams have chemicals, or they have some base that can change the pH of the vagina, and that alone can predispose the vagina to infection. Using panties that are very tight, that could cause moist in the vagina. Mind you, yeast infection thrive more in moist environments. So when you put on that pant, you put on tight, you put on skirt, everything, the whole world, you wear them, it could cause you yeast infection because that particular place is moist, and moisture can bring or can attract yeast infection.
Okay, Dr. Deee, yes, you made mention about soap and water, not using soap for the vagina. Okay, some girls actually they don't know how to take their baths without using Dettol in the water. So are you also saying that it's not also advisable to use Dettol in water and to use the same water to wash your vagina?
Now, using Dettol is not bad to take your bath. You get, it's not bad. Mind you, I said vagina is not what you see. Vulva is what you see. That is the outer part of the vagina, right? The vagina is the inner part of that vulva. When you go deeper, where the penis will penetrate into, is what we call the vagina. You get? So leave that vagina alone. Don't put anything there. Water will not just get into that place if you don't put it there. You get the point? So bathing alone will not allow water enter into that place, but it could get across to the vulva. And understand that the level at which you dilute your water with Dettol matters a lot. You don't expect just using maybe just 3 cups of water and you're carrying 1 bottle of Dettol inside the water and you expect it not to affect you. Even if you pour it on your normal skin, to affect you there still. You get? So know how to dilute your water to kill bacteria in the water for your normal body, but not for your vagina. The vagina don't need your Dettol to kill bacteria. It can kill the bacteria there by themselves. Any other question before we call it off today?
No, sir. You have done well.
Alright, I think we'll be ending this section for today. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on this post, and always stay active to this show so you can connect with us and also learn from what we've explained today. In our next show, we'll be explaining more about our health, we'll be discussing health topics and topics that relate to your health issues. Stay connected by following, subscribing, and also sharing. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time.